For those of you that don't know me, my name is Scott Lewis. My wife Tracy and I have been with EXP for a little over 2 years. We joined the company on November the 1st, 2015. We were the first real estate agents to join EXP in San Antonio, Texas. And it's been mind-boggling what's happened. So in just 2 years, we have become now what is the 4th or 5th largest brokerage in San Antonio by transaction count. And we have close to 400 agents in San Antonio now with EXP. Our team has grown nationwide. As you know, we don't have any territories. So we're in 38, 39 states and 2 provinces in Canada now. And it's really exciting and blowing up right now across the country. So what I'm going to do first, before we get into, a lot of the training, is I want to get you in the right frame of mind for tonight's training. So everybody raise your hand if you can hear me okay. I want to make sure you're all there, you're all engaged. And so I want you to all look at me in the camera, and I want you to say, Scott, I'm going to give you an hour to an hour and a half of uncommitted attention, and we're going to go blow this freaking thing up. Is everybody with me?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. So I've got all your attention. I'm watching your eyes. I love that. Turn off Facebook. Stop doing all that other stuff, all right? Get out of all the other crap that you're in or that you're doing. Turn your phones off and give me an hour and a half of your undivided attention, and I promise to deliver. Everybody raise your hand and say, I'm good with that. All right, cool, thank you. So what I want to do first is just get you in the right state of mind. Just spent 5 days in what is Tony Robbins' most in-depth business training with some of the best minds in the country. And we were there with the guy that built Airbnb. We were there with a lot of other great business people. And to a man, every single one of them, and every single person that achieved massive success, every single one of them, said 80% of it is what goes on here. All right, 80% of your business is what goes on here, and 20% is actually the actions that we take, right? So we got to get our mind right first. And in order to get your mind right, I want to get you thinking a little differently. And in order to get you thinking differently, I want you to think about what you do on a daily basis and what you're currently doing. And I'm going to tell you that I believe that most of you are missing opportunities every single day. And things are right in front of your face and you don't even see them. And things are happening right in front of you with the social media world and everything going on. It's right there and you don't even see it, right? And so what I'm going to get you to do is first open up your mind. Does anybody agree with that? Raise your hand. Anybody else think that maybe there's some things going on around them that they just can't see? Right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to show you a video. And this is a video of some people that are passing a ball. And there's people dressed in white and there's people dressed in black. Okay? And what your job is to do is to watch the people that are in white. They're dressed in white and count how many times they pass the ball. And first thing, if any of you have seen this video before, type in the text message, I've seen it, or know what I'm talking about. A few of you seen it, a couple of you. Anybody else seen it? Seen it. A few of you seen it. 5, 6, 7, long ago. Anybody else seen it? Be honest. Okay. All right. So for those of you that haven't seen it, I'm going to show you the video. And if anybody gets it right, I'm going to give them 15 minutes of free coaching. All right. So if you get the number right, pay really, really, really close attention, watch the video, And if you see how many times, and we're going to ask you to post the number, all right, we're going to all do it at the same time at the end so no one can cheat, all right? But you're going to post the number, and for those of you that get it right, I'm going to give you 15 minutes of free coaching on how to build your revenue share. And oh, by the way, this training is geared for people. If you're brand new, this is to help people grow their revenue share, right? The team that we build, Team Disruptors, and that link on our Facebook group, that's devoted to helping build the revenue share portion of the EXP model. And so if you got on this thinking that we're going to teach you how to list homes or sell homes, that's not the reason for the training tonight. Obviously, EXP does an incredible job of that. And we want to give you more information, more tools, and more training on just the day-to-day, how to make agent attraction part of your business, okay? So that being said, we're going to go back to this video, and I'm going to see if I can share my screen here, and we're going to play the video. So hold on one sec. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to go back to the very beginning, let you watch it from here. All right, here we go.
How many passes did you count?
All right, now on the count of 5, I'm going to count to 5. Get ready go where the chat window is. And at 5, all of you are going to type in your answer of how many times the people with the white shirts pass the ball. All right, on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I lost my chat window.
All right, a few of you got it right. The right number, well, actually, you know what, we're going to do it again. We're going to watch it one more time. So I'm going to get everybody a chance to watch it one more time from the beginning. And for those of you that didn't get it right, you're going to get a second opportunity. A few of you got it right, so congratulations. Looks like I'm going to be doing some coaching calls. But we're going to start from the beginning and do it again. If you feel like you got it wrong, you can change your answer this time. All right, here we go. Share screen. All right, we're going to start right now. Go.
Can't see it.
Pay close attention.
How many passes?
All right, anybody want to change their answer? Everybody got it? So now the correct answer is 16. So if you got 16, make sure you send me a text message when we're done, and I'm going to give you 15 minutes of free coaching. But here's the most important question. How many of you saw the monkey? Raise your hand.
I did.
Who didn't see the monkey? Raise your hand. A bunch of you are being honest. A bunch of you didn't see the monkey, right? If you saw the monkey, type in the bottom what the monkey was doing.
Obstructing.
I don't see anybody. Oh, somebody saw it. All right, we're going to give you one more chance to watch it. This time, I just want you to watch the people in black. Don't focus on the ball and just watch what's going on in the video. All right, so we'll show you one more time so you can see and now understand and believe that things happen sometimes right in front of your face and you don't even see it. All right, this is the exact same video, and most of you did not see the monkey. So here we go.
White passed the basketball.
Do you see the monkey now? How about now?
How many passes did you count?
Did everybody see the monkey?
The correct answer is 15 passes. But did you see the gorilla?
Yes, we saw the gorilla. All
This
right.
is a test of selective attention. Count how many times the player.
I gotta pause that. All right, so here we go. So the point is that in your real estate business or even your life, maybe it's with your family, your kids, you know, we get so focused and so habitual in the things that we're doing every single day that we're not really focused on sometimes the right things. And sometimes the right things can change your life. Change your life in a massive way, right? And so my goal this evening is to give you some things that you're not seeing and to focus on some things that I know if you focus on them for the next 2 to 3 years can absolutely change your life and absolutely create massive amount of wealth, create massive amount of income, create massive amount of lifestyle, whatever you're looking to accomplish or achieve. So the next thing I want to show you is some numbers. And, you know, I think one of the things that we fail to realize when we're building the EXP model and attracting agents to the company is, you know, what you're doing now in selling real estate is great, right? We all sell real estate. And when we sell a house, we get paid. When we sell a property, we get paid. The problem and the challenge is, as we all know, it continually takes effort to do that. And you can never stop doing that or you stop getting paid. With the EXP model and with duplication, and I'm going to show you how to start duplication really simply, the numbers are mind-boggling, but you have to understand where it can get to and where you can be in 2 to 3, 4 years from now, right? And understand that all the work is in the beginning. In the beginning, you've got to create massive momentum to get it going. This doesn't just happen, all right? It takes work and it takes effort. This is a business. But for those of you that are willing to put in the time, energy, and effort and to get the ball rolling, you only have to do it one time. And once you get it rolling, it'll never stop rolling. And I think these numbers, when you see this, I think that's really going to strike a chord with you. So what I'm going to show you now is just a screen with a bunch of numbers. Can everybody see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can see those numbers. Okay. So what these numbers are, it looks just like a bunch of numbers. If you look on the left-hand side, each set of numbers on the left has a single number, and then on the right is a second number, and divided by a dash. So let me see if I can write on here. Let's try this. All right, so you see this first number here. This is the first month that we were with EXP, right? And so the first month we were with EXP, we sponsored theoretically one personal. Now we did bring our team on, right? So I'm not counting our team, but outside of our team that we brought on, the Lewis team, we recruited one personal and we added 4 people to our team, all right? The next month we added a few more personals. One of those was Pat Hayes, and then we added about 18 people to our team. You can see in month 3, we added 2 more personals. So after 3 months, we had 6 personals and 24 people on our team. Everybody with me? These numbers in black here are the total number added for the month. So that's 18 minus 4 is 14. So in month 2, our team grew by 14 agents. Everybody got that? All right, now let's look at month 4. We added 3 more personals, so that grew to 9, and we added 18 more team members, so our team grew to 42. Month 5, month 6, month 7, month 8, month 9. Now, something happened between 88 and 122. If you look at this, when we got to about 100 agents, the number more than doubled that we started adding to our team. So if you follow this, this is over 12 months. This is over 24 months. And this is in the last 3 months. Now here's what I want you to look at. In the last 30 days, 176 agents have joined my team. In the last 30 days. And I've spent the last 30 days traveling. Look at this. It took me 9 months to get 161 agents on my team. 9 months of showing this every day. 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Exposing people over and over and over again. But once the momentum and the ball got rolling, you can see that in 30 days, we've added more people than we added the first 9 months. Now here's what's really crazy. Let's fast forward 2 more years. I'm going to venture to say that right now there's over 1,200 people on my team. I'm going to tell you that 2 years from now, in a 30-day period, we're going to add more than that in 30 days to our team. So 2 years from now, in a 30-day period, 1,200 people will be joining my team because I did the work in the beginning and I got the ball rolling and I got the momentum going. It doesn't happen putting 1 or 2 in a month. You have to create massive momentum, and it takes massive amount of energy, but you do it one time and you get paid over and over and over again. All right. Best my calculations, it'll be March or April of this year. We will surpass the $100,000 a month income range in 2.5 years. And I believe in 4 years, we will pass $1 million a month residual income range. And there's not one of you on this call that can accomplish that. But here's the difference. Most of you are not willing to do the basics and get out of bed in the morning and make this part of your ritual and do this every single day. Because if you do the work every single day for a period, and here's the thing, guys, and when we started, there were no webinars. There were no YouTube channels. There were no videos. We're not any Gene Fredericks to point to, or Rob Flicks to point to, or Scott and Tracy's, or Brent Goves, where you could say, look, they're already making $50,000 a month. They're already making $60,000 a month. There was none of that. It was all building a dream one at a time. Yet in 2 years, we have over 7,000 agents now with the company, and a lot of people are doing really well. All the tools are in place. All you've got to do is expose people, 4, 5, 6 people a day, every single day for the next 6 months, and you'll never have to work again. The challenge is most of you are procrastinating and you're putting it off. And the monkey is right in front of you. He's beating on his chest right now. And you're staring him in the eyes, and you're watching the best opportunity in your lifetime, in our lifetime, to create wealth, walk right past the screen, beat on his chest, and walk right out the other side. And most of you are going to just let it pass you by. Most of you are. But 5% of you, because that's the number, are going to go out and do it. And the difference between those that do and those that don't is real simple. It's what goes on right here. For most of you, you're your own worst enemy. And so I'm going to spend the next hour going through how to, but the how to doesn't really matter until you decide to do it. Because once you decide to do it, and some of you have been here a year and a half, you've been hanging around, you know, you're going to do it, right? You're going to do it. This is the time I'm going to do it. And maybe some of you have never really accomplished anything amazing before in your life. And this is your opportunity. This is your chance to make it big. And you're sitting there going, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. Well, it only takes one thing to make it happen. And that's just a decision. And if you decide to do it, the basics will come. You'll figure out how to do it. I'm just telling you, if you figure out why to do it, for some of you, maybe it's to get your kids through school. Maybe some of you want to own a helicopter. Maybe some of you want to, you know, live in a nicer home. Maybe some of you are just tired of being on the treadmill and having to start over every single year and do it again and do it again and do it again. I'm telling you, more wealth is going to be made in the next 2 to 3 years through this opportunity than any other opportunity we've seen in our history. Real estate is, and if you listen to any of the gurus now, listen to Gary, we went to Gary Vee's event in Miami. Every one of them, what they're talking about is the real estate industry is about to be disrupted. Agents are sick and tired of paying franchises for nothing, basically. They're not getting anything in return, right? And so they're tired of building someone else's brand. And they realize that they need to go out and build their own brand. And you have the opportunity to do that. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to bring on Tom Trong. I'm going to let Tom talk for a minute, and then I'm going to get into the basics of our training. We're just going to go through the basic steps of how to attract agents, what I did in the beginning, and what we've been teaching, you know, the people close to us and on our team on a daily basis to go out and create the results that we just showed you. And but before I do that, I want to introduce Tom to you. Tom has been with us a little over a month now. Met Tom about a month and a half ago, flew out to Boston and met him and his lovely bride, Marissa. And I think because Tom's background, he got it immediately. And every once in a while, you run into someone and they just see it. And they don't, you know, they just look at it and they go, oh my God, this is it. I get it. I can do this. And they go out and they hit the ground running. And so that's really what, you know, when you see those numbers explode and go up, it's when you find another, you know, Pat Hayes or, you know, Randy Donnell or Griff Zollinger or, you know, someone that's going to go out and really make things happen. And so you only need a few of those, but you recognize when you get one that they have the ability to, Maylene, you're sharing your screen. So we need you to please stop sharing your screen. Can you hear me, Mei-Ling? Thank you. Thank you. Guys, there's a share screen at the bottom. If you hit that, the whole world's going to see your screen, so you don't want to do that. Tom, are you there? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir, Scott. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining us. So, Tom, let's kind of set the stage here. Tell everybody just really quick your background, and then I think what they'd really like to hear is what you saw from EXP in the beginning. I think you have, maybe 25, 26 people on your team in a little over a month. I think you've got 9 personals, and I know that you've got tons more coming on because they're calling me and texting me every day. So I see the email, the text, everything you got going on. I know you're taking massive, you're taking massive action because you see it, you get it, and you understand it. So just tell people what's your vision and why you've been able to see that, and tell us about the results you're creating because of that.
Sure. Thank you very much, Scott. So first of all, everybody, I think there's over 140 of us here. Guys, I cherish Scott and Tracy's time. If I can get 1 minute of their time, I'm dropping everything and I'm listening to them. I mean, one of the things I've learned growing up in the world is, it's a lot less expensive for me to learn from their mistakes than for me to make my own. And so right from the get-go, Scott and Tracy coached me, and I took on every single word that they told me to do. I didn't question what they told me to do. I just had the belief, and it's working. And so Scott, Tracy, thank you so much. You guys mean the world to me, and I can't wait to walk more beaches of the world with you. Guys, my background is, I'm 50 years old today. I take care of my health. I take care of my mind. I take care of my friends, my family, those closest to me, and my agents. I built a real estate brokerage from 3 offices to 90 agents, 9 hard years of work. And I sold it 3 years ago to a national company. And for 2 years, I was on a non-compete. I couldn't do anything. I kept helping that company build. And long story short is when I came across EXP just 54 short days ago, when Scott and Tracy finally sat me down and showed me the business, I couldn't sleep for 3 days. I see people that I showed this business to, they're intelligent, they get it, they've made all the mistakes, they tell me they have big dreams, big goals, they want to pay off their student debt, they want to pay off their medical bills, they want to do this, they want to do that. But then when they get the opportunity, they sit on it. And it takes them weeks, months to check out the business. Why? If you are presented an opportunity that I believe is the best opportunity of any, not just in the real estate business, but in the business world, and I've owned a lot of businesses. I've bought and sold a lot of businesses. I've made a lot of money. I've lost a lot of money. When you see a business opportunity that gives you an entry point of $99 and $50 a month to make millions in residual income, what are you waiting for? There's 15 of you on my team on this call, right? You guys know who you are. I've shown it all to you. I got 15 of my 25 on this call here. I'm really glad you guys are here. But what are you guys waiting for? Everywhere else on this call, what are you waiting for? I mean, my challenge for you is where else you're going to go to get a to accumulate a massive amount of retirement income for yourself and your family, and help so many other agents get there along with you. When I owned my brokerage and I sold it, my wife and I and my business partner did very well, but we cashed out. Thank you very much, the 92 agents that helped us build our agency, but guess what they got? Not that much. They got a big thank you from me. They got some great support from the new company, but in the end, I walked the beaches and they couldn't. Here's an opportunity for all 145 of us on this call to take this opportunity and walk the beaches with Scott and Lewis, right? And sky's the limit, man. Scott, he showed me his numbers there. I have shown this plan, just like Scott said, 3 to 5 times a day. I've got 2 of you on this call that I showed to today, right? You know who you are, okay? And I've got 3 other people on this call who've just seen it once, and we haven't sat down for a cup of coffee yet. You're across the world from me. But I got you on this call because I want to get you fired up. Where else can you go to create massive, massive income? That's all I'm telling you. Scott, what else did you want me to share with you? I mean, 3 or 5 times a day, guys, when you see an opportunity, I break it down pretty simple. There's 168 hours in the day. Excuse me, 168 hours in the week. I learned this when I was down in Mexico with Scott and Tracy a couple of weeks ago. If I sleep 7 hours a day, eight hours a day, 7 days a week, that's 56 hours. 8 times 6 is 56 hours of sleep, right? That leaves me with 112 hours left. If I work 50 hours in my real estate business, and I have 50 hours for my personal time with my wife and my friends, I still have 12 hours left. I have 2 little girls. I give them each 6 hours of my time, and they're 15 and 17, or going on 15 and 17, and 6 hours for each of them per week is actually more than they want to be with their old man as teenagers, right? So I have plenty of time in the world, still 50 hours to stay healthy, to play, to travel the world, to give back to my nonprofit, to do what I want to do for my community. 50 hours of hard work in the real estate business. I still grow a real estate team, by the way. I have a team, I sell about $15 million a year. I've been doing that for 14, 15 years. It's on autopilot, so 15 million bucks a year ain't bad. But with EXP, so if I spend about 20 hours a week in my real estate sales business, I still have 30 hours a week to grow EXP. Showing it 3 to 5 times a day is not that difficult. Following up with people is the hardest part. And so I've got people, if you're showing the plan, please follow up with those people. Everyone wants to feel special. They want to know that you care about them, that you will help them. And we will help you. Scott's here to help you. The whole business, there's a whole opportunity, a whole system in place to help you. We've got YouTube, we've got EXP Enterprise, EXP World, EXP Cloud, so many tools that you're at the tip of your fingertips, at the tip of your hands here. Just type away and you have the world of EXP at your fingertips to help you grow the business, guys. We want to be the #1 real estate company in the United States. It shouldn't take us long. We should be the #1 company in the United States and Canada and Americas very soon, and we'd love to take it to the world. I get up in front of people every day, 15, 20 times a week, showing this EXP business, and I don't want to eat my words, so please help me be the #1. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. And I think your intention to detail and the way you design your business is awesome. So thanks for joining us today. And so, guys, that being said, what we're going to do is just kind of get into the nuts and bolts of how to grow your revenue share on a daily basis. So first and foremost, if you're not on our group page in Facebook, that's the Team Disruptor page. That really is where all the information of how to grow your team is coming out from us. And we intend on adding a lot more stuff to that, but there is a files section in that group, and you can click on that files button, and there's a ton of information there. There's scripts, there's all kinds of tools for you and your agents. So if you're not a member of that group, or someone on your team is not a member of that group, make sure you add them to that group. The second big thing is, and I think someone just, it's on Facebook, it's not on Workplace. It's Facebook group, and it's Team Disruptors. Someone said, what if I don't know a bunch of agents? Well, first of all, agents are like ants. If you find one and follow them, they'll take you to a big mound, all right? They're easy to find, they're everywhere, all right? Agents are everywhere. Just get out more. Go to social events, just go meet people. Go to open houses. Go spend the weekend at an open house. You'll meet all kinds of agents, all right? But more importantly, I'm going to show you a way right now to add to your list. And every one of you, write this down. You should have at least a hot 20. Now, I carry around now a hot 50. What is a hot 50? These are the 50 people that I'm most interested in attracting to EXP right now, today. All right. And I have that in the notes on I have it on my iPad, I can access it on my phone, and I can access it on my computer. So anytime, if I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting to pick up my son from school, I can access my Hot 50 and I can go to work. And it might just be texting them. Maybe some of you're sitting there, you're binging Game of Thrones, or you're watching something at night on Netflix, and you could be sitting there texting people right? And either generating new leads or following up with old leads. I'll talk about the follow-up that we've used a lot more in a minute. But right now, I want to talk to you about building your list. If the first people on your list should be every single real estate agent that you have ever done a deal with. And if you haven't showed them EXP yet, shame on you. I mean, those should have been the first people you called, right? You should have called them from day one and got them to a webinar or got them, just take a look, say, look, I made this move. It's the best move I ever made. I just want you to take a look at it, right? It's changing the way real estate's being done, especially in the way the agents get compensated. I'd like to get your opinion on it. Right? There's all kinds of scripts. We'll get into that more, but the bottom line is just do something and expose them to the opportunity. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to all work a little bit. And so I know you've had a long day. I know you all work, but you told me you're going to give me your commitment to go all in. So we're going to all go all in right now, and we're going to generate more leads for you. All right. So what I want you to do is get your phone out or your iPad, whichever you're working from. Hold up your phone so I can see it. Hold up your iPad. Some of you aren't holding it up. All right. And I want you to, in the notes section or in a text message, I want you to type this. All right. And I'm going to type it here so you can all see it. And then you can copy it and paste it, or you can just type it as I'm typing it. So it's going to be hi, Susie, or whoever you're talking to. I'm typing this. I am currently looking for a professional real estate agent in your area. Period. Can you please help me out? Question mark. If you don't mind, please text me a contact or two. Period. Real simple. Again, this is the monkey. This is so simple, it's not even funny, but some of you aren't doing it. You could, if you did this 10 times every single night, you would never run out of leads. So here's what I want. Everyone who's committed, raise your hand. Who's all in? Who wants to be financially free? Somebody's saying they don't see it. Oh, that's because I didn't send it to everyone. I'm sorry. Copy. Well, I don't know why I did that. Please forgive me. I'm going to put it in here again. All right, there it is. Everybody should be able to see that. So here's what we're going to take. It is, what time is it? It is 5:43. So we're going to take the next 10 minutes, and you're going to text that to at least 10 people, or you're going to Facebook it to at least 10 people. And by the end of the training, you're going to start having leads in your inbox. So you don't want to do this, obviously, to people that live down the street from you, right? So you can do this for somebody who lives in a different city or a different town, a different market. But this is going to get you leads right now that you can start calling on. And then I'm going to tell you what to say to those agents once you get their names. So it's 5:43. We're going to take the next 10 minutes. And at 5:53, we're going to see how many leads you've got. So everybody go. So you should just be able to copy and paste that, change the name of the person you're sending it to. You know, these can be your friend that lives in Toronto, right? And maybe they're not even real estate. They probably aren't in real estate. That's the whole idea, is to send this to people that know you and that are willing to help you out. And send it to your most professional people, or the people that are best connectors, because they're going to send you the best leads. Yes, this will work on Facebook. It'll work on Facebook. It'll work on Instagram. It'll work on LinkedIn. It'll work if you pick up the phone and call somebody. It'll work anywhere. Just ask someone for a professional real estate agent, and they will give you a name. That's all you're looking for, is a name and phone number. Anybody texted more than 5 people yet? Raise your hand. Cool. Anybody texted more than 10 yet? Holly Couture's got over 50 leads. How about that? Lori Powell, they're already responding. Bingo. Matthew already got 3 responses from LinkedIn. Love it. Yes, you're texting out of town friends, not other realtors. You're texting friends, people you know in other markets and other areas, and asking them for a professional real estate agent in their market. If you've got a lead, raise your hand. If someone says, "What is this for?" you tell them you're a professional real estate agent and you're looking for an agent in their area. That's it. If they want specifics, tell them that you'll send them a video and you can show them what you do. If they're willing to watch a 45-minute video, you can show them exactly what you're doing and how you're expanding your career. I've never had anybody ask me this or ask me why I want a professional real estate agent. But now, don't ever mislead anyone. You don't want to lie and say you've got a referral for someone. Don't ever mislead anyone. Always want to be 100% honest. If they ask, you're expanding your business. The company you're working with is expanding worldwide, and you're looking for professional real estate agents. Don't ever mislead. All right, keep going, guys. Push through it. 3 more minutes. Keep going. I want you guys to never have to say or be able to say, "I don't have anyone to call." If you do this every night or every morning for 10, 15, 20 minutes, you will never, ever, ever, ever get to all the people that want to talk to you. You'll never run out of names. You say, what happens when you text everybody you know? Well, get to know some more people on Facebook. Get to know some more people on LinkedIn. Go connect with more people and then ask them who they know. Go to an event. One person can lead you to 10 who can lead you to 1,000. You should never run out of people. All right, for those of you that are starting getting leads back, I want to see, we're good. Well, let's go 2 more minutes. All right, everybody send 2 more real fast. Go. 2 more. I want people to leave with real leads when they come into my training. And so you understand we're working. We're not just training, but you're going to be getting results when you come to my trainings and my events, because I know that once you start getting results, you start getting excited, and that creates more action. All right, everybody look up. Finish the one you're on. Finish the one you're on and look up. Okay, everybody that got a lead, type yes. Everybody's got a lead so far, type yes. Okay, great. For those of you who don't have leads, hopefully you have some before the end of the training. We're going to ask everybody how many leads they got when we get done here in a few minutes. So, all right, so what's next? You've got somebody to call, right? So what are you going to say to them? Here's the biggest mistake that people make that I work with. And I will tell you that I've trained now many agents how to attract agents to the company. And the number one mistake that all of you are making, everybody point at yourself, do this, hit yourself on the head. The number one mistake all of you are making is you're talking too much. We all do it. Every one of us do it. We want to sell them on why they should join EXP, and that's not the goal. Everybody write that down. That is not the goal. The goal is not to get them to join EXP. The goal is to get them to see it and understand it. This is an exposure game. Most of you are getting into details. They're saying, well, tell me about it. And you're saying, well, you get stock 6 different ways, and the stock was at 60 cents and now it's $17. And if you would have invested 2 years ago, you'd be a multimillionaire. And, you know, all you got to do is attract a few agents, and they're going to attract more agents, and you're going to get revenue share off of the top of everything they do. And they've got conversion for free, and they've got this thing in the cloud. You can go in there with your avatar and dance around and get on a boat and jump up and down and blah, 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 and they don't care. They don't get it, right? And you just screwed it up. Here's what you want to say, as little as possible. But then you have to be strong, and you have to get a commitment. How can Tom Trong get 5 or 6 people to see this a day? Because he does it the right way. He does it with emphasis. He keeps it short. I've heard him do it. He puts a lot of power behind it, and he gets a commitment. They watch the video, he follows up, and they join. And so it's really simple. And you can use any of those scripts that are on the Team Disruptor page. You can, you know, test different things. But the ones that we've written and created, I've done hours and hours of NLP training. And I can tell you that it's got to be about them. They don't care about you. Everybody say that out loud. They don't care about me. They don't care how much real estate you sold. They don't care how much you've done at EXP. They could care less. They need to know what is in it for them. And all I say is, hey, Tim, this is Scott Lewis. If you got 3 minutes for a quick business call, 3 minutes. And if they say no, I say, awesome, I appreciate your honesty. I'll call you back another time. Boom, I'm off the phone. If they say, yeah, go ahead, which 95% of the time, they're going to, and I don't chit chat. Go, hey, Fabian, this is Scott Lewis. How's the weather in Houston today? Bzz, you just lost. Now, at the end of the call, you can say something personal, but get to the point. People like to do business with people that are busy and to the point, all right? So, Diana, this is Scott Lewis with EXP. Have you got 3 minutes for a quick business call? Now, some of you just got a referral, right? So maybe you got a referral from Bob in Kentucky, and he referred you to Cindy in Kentucky. Hey, Cindy, this is Scott Lewis. Bob Mangold in Kentucky gave me your name. Have you got 3 minutes for a quick business call? Did I chit chat? No. Did I get to the point? Yes. Did I create credibility? Yes, because I told them who gave me their name. That's it. Real simple. And then I say, Bob, the reason I'm calling you is I'm part of a real estate company that is disrupting the industry in a massive way, especially in the way agents get compensated. Now, sometimes I say, have you ever heard of EXP? That gets into a longer conversation, and it gets, until you really know how to answer those questions, it gets a little dicey. Some of you that have been doing this long enough, you might can do that. And if you can do that, I would recommend that you get into that conversation. And I say, have you heard of EXP? They say, yes. I say, how much do you know about it? 99 times out of 100, they'll say, I don't know that much about it. And I will say, you need to understand why it's disrupting the industry in a massive way and changing the way real estate agents get compensated in a massive way. And here's the secret sauce. This is what you pay the hour for. Oh, I forgot, this was free. This is what you got online for. Right here. I'm going to give it to you right now. If you just do this one thing, every one of you are going to get a pay raise. Matthew, I'm going to send you a quick video, or I'm going to text you a quick video. Can you watch the video? And they're going to say, most of the time, yes, I can watch it. And here's the secret sauce. Matthew, can I get your word on that? Dan, can I get your word on that? I know you're a man of your word. I also know you're busy and I'm busy. And this video is unbelievable. You're going to want to watch the whole thing. You're probably going to have a hard time sleeping after you watch it. So you may want to call me back immediately. That's okay, but I want to schedule a time right now to follow up with you. Pull out your calendar and put it on the schedule. Now, how many times can you do that in a day? Will totally determine the amount of money you made. See, I had to spend an hour to hour and a half, 5 or 6 times a day, every single day with a new prospect, drawing this out on a piece of paper. And all you have to do is make that phone call. But you got to get good at making it. If it's not working, you need help. If it's not working and people aren't watching it and they're avoiding you, I promise you, everybody do this. It's you. It's what you're saying, and it's how you're saying it. Get someone to listen to you. Record it. Stand in front of the mirror and look yourself in the eyes and go, did I take myself seriously? Would I watch the video if I would have said it like that? Because here's the thing, 10 people could call the same person and only one of them might get them to watch the video. What's the difference between the one and the other 9? It's the conviction, the enthusiasm, the energy, and the way they got them to commit. It's not the words you say, it's the way you deliver it. And that's all you have to work on. And if you master that, and you get people to truly watch the video. Now, people lie to you. They're going to lie. Oh, yeah, I watched it. And you're going to have to call them out and say, bullshit. I know you didn't watch it because you wouldn't ask me about the Icon program if you watched it. In the first 3 questions, you're going to know they didn't watch it. Right? But at least they're talking to you, so they have an interest. Okay? But if they truly watch it, most of the time, they're going to be on that call. Now, here's the next thing that I do. More secret sauce. I have learned that most of us procrastinate. Everybody's nodding their head. So if I call Tom today and I schedule a follow-up call with Tom tomorrow at 3 p.m. to answer his questions, guess what I'm going to do about 1:45 tomorrow? I'm going to send Tom a little text message because I know he hadn't watched it yet. He's procrastinating. He's going to wait till the last minute. A lot of people are going to be watching it when you call them back if you do it correctly. Hey, Tom, it's Scott. Just wanted to remind you of our call at 3 o'clock. Looking forward to it. Here's the link to the video again and a smiley face. Get them, put the information in front of them again and get them to watch it. So the follow-up, so that phone call. Here's the second big mistake that you're all making. Everybody do this. All of you want to be the expert. You want to be the expert. Why do you want to be the expert? Don't you want freedom? Think about it. Do you want to be the expert or do you want to be financially free? Do you want to know all the answers or do you want to be financially free? See, I love it when they ask me questions because I'm going to say, man, that's an awesome question. Even though I've heard that question 47,000 times, I'm going to say, that's an awesome question. I never heard that question before. Let's see if we can get Gene Frederick on the phone to answer that. Now, I'll probably answer the first couple of questions because they're usually pretty simple. But the third or fourth, fifth question, I'm going to go, man, that's a great question. But we're going to need to get some help with that one. What did I just do? I set up another reason for another follow-up call. And I'm getting a little more buy-in every time. I want to introduce them to someone else. I want to get them involved in the experience. Every time they pick up the phone and talk to another person with EXP, they make another small step toward moving or changing. This decision doesn't happen quickly. It happens over a period of time. People make decisions because if you lead them down the path and you lead them to the right path and you lead them to the water, eventually you didn't recruit them, you just influenced them, and now they're with us. And the goal is to get them with us, to not recruit them, right? The goal is to make them a part of us and our culture. So don't be the expert. Use that as a way to set up another follow-up call, right? Then answer a few more of their questions. We have a great follow-up email that I send out to every single person also as part of the follow-up call. And that, I believe that email is on the Team Disruptor page. It has about 11 videos on it. And so when I send them the video, I also send them that email because I know if they watch the video, they're going to want to do more due diligence. And at the end of my first call with them, I'm going to say, oh, also, I'm going to send you this email. I send it from my assistant. It's got a lot of other videos that you may want to watch and do more due diligence after you watch the first video. That way I control the information rather than they're going to scour the internet anyway, but I'm giving them the videos that I like the best. And so for those of you that want that video, if it's not on the Team Disruptor page, let us know and we'll put it on there. So that's it. I keep the invite really, really short. If you talk more than 4 or 5 minutes, you've talked too long. And the truth is we want to keep this short so everybody can do it. You should be able to spend 30 minutes to an hour every day making these phone calls. And if you will make this part of your business plan and do this every day, your business will begin to explode. But if you start having 45-minute long phone calls with people trying to explain EXP to them, now that's a much more difficult path and it's going to take a whole lot more time. Also, do you go sit down and have coffee with agents? Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But here's the thing. If I'm going to go sit down and have breakfast with them now or have lunch with them, number one, they've got to be a top producer, or they got to do a significant amount of volume, and they have to have seen the video or been to a lunch and learn. And then I'll definitely go sit down with them. Learn to create relationships through social media. Guys, social media is it. It is the future. Whether we like it or not, that's where it's all going. And so whether you're using Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or Snapchat or whatever you're on, master it and start using it for influence. And there's a lot of do's and don'ts. Let me say this. Everybody that's on this should watch Rob Flick's video that's on the Team Disruptor page. It's about a 20-minute video training, and it goes through the basic do's and don'ts. But use common sense. Don't spam people. Don't email everybody in your MLS. If you have a big list, don't email them all and say, here's the video. It doesn't work. I'm just telling you, it won't work. You can try it. You'll get no results. And now when you call them, they know why you're calling and they're going to avoid you. Pick up the phone or create a relationship on social media and then pick up the phone and call them. Do the invite. Get a commitment. Can I have your word that you're going to watch the video, and then follow up with them? Schedule the follow-up and then schedule a three-way. It's a three-step process. And if you get to the third step, 95% of them will come home and they'll join the company. Quit trying to recruit people and just get them to first base. And when they get to first base, just focus on getting them to second base. When they get to second base, just focus on getting them to third base. When you get them to third base, most of them will come home. So expose them. That's first base. Number two, get them on the follow-up call. And number three, get them on a three-way call or get them to a lunch and learn. It's really simple. 1, 2, 3, rinse and repeat. 1, 2, 3, rinse and repeat. Do it over and over and over again. And you do, that's the blocking and tackling. And if you do those basics, people will join you. It's easy to duplicate. So your team will start doing the exact same thing. They will duplicate and you'll start to get the massive growth. The wealth chart training by Rob Flick. Here's the thing I will also tell you. Here's secret sauce number 3. The other big thing you paid for is the wealth chart. If you don't have a wealth chart somewhere on your wall, this business is not working for you. I guarantee it. I haven't seen anybody yet have big success that doesn't have a wealth chart. And that Rob's wealth chart video is great. It's on the Team Disruptor page. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have a wealth chart training on there, and I highly recommend you watch that. And it is a great follow-up tool. It's great to get people to watch this so they understand the business after they've seen it. And it's Explode Your Career. I'm gonna write it in here. It keeps going. So Explode Your Career is the YouTube channel, and that wealth chart training is on my YouTube channel. Watch that. It will teach you how the revenue share works, but it's also a very powerful, it'll teach you how to build your wealth chart, put it on a big whiteboard or a poster board on your wall, and it will sing to you. It will start, all those numbers that I showed you in the beginning of the call today are numbers that come off of my wealth chart. I track everything, right? And you can look at those numbers and compare your growth and see how your growth stacks up to mine. I will tell you that there are people on my team, Tom Trong, one of them, and a few others, their teams are growing faster than mine did in the beginning. That's a good sign, guys. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. There's 2 million agents in North America. We have 7,000 of them. We haven't even gotten started yet. But I will tell you, by the end of this year, we will have a good start. there will be 20,000 agents. So the question is, out of that 20,000 agents, how many do you want to have on your team? Because when we go from 20,000 to 100,000, the amount of wealth that you have will be a direct reflection of how much work you did today and how many people are duplicating when we go through that momentum. Because the momentum is going to happen. Just write it down. Everything that I've predicted so far in 2 years in this business has come true plus. Everything I've predicted, we've done and done a little more. And I'm telling you, 20,000 this next year, 60 to 70,000 the year after that, 140 to 160,000 agents the year after that. Just write it down. Numbers don't lie. You can look at the numbers and you can see that it's going to happen. So that's the wealth chart training. Create your wealth chart. Get it on your wall. Don't go to bed tonight until you have at least a small one. Get it up and get it in front of you. Write your goals on there. Commit to the number of phone calls you're going to make every day. That's the one thing you can control. How many people are you going to expose every day? Update your social media profiles. If you're new, you can go to my LinkedIn profile. You can steal everything on my page. You can have it. Copy it and create your own. If you do that, people will ask you what you're doing, and they'll be asking you about EXP. All right? Set your goals. Where do you want to be a month from now? How many personals? How many people on your team? Where are you going to be 6 months from now? Personals and on your team. Where are you going to be a year from now? And where are you going to be 5 years from now? Write them down. How many people in the wealth chart training will show you exactly how much you make. Right now, I make about $107 per month per agent on my team. That's my number. I have 1,300 agents on my team. The art of edification and a three-way call. Some of you have done three-way calls with me, and quite frankly, you suck at it. All right, you got to get good at it. And the way you get good at it is by watching one of Tracy's videos on how to edify. Here's the way you do a three-way. You introduce the two people and you say something awesome about both people. And you edify, and you should have already edified if you're doing a phone call with me on it, or Gene or Rob or Pat or whoever is on your upline, and you're doing a call for them, you should have already edified them a couple of times before the call, but you want to do it again on the call. You make the introduction, and here's the most important thing that you need to do after you introduce the two people. Well, I can't find it, but there's a mute button in the top left corner of your phone. Hit the mute button. They've already heard from you. They've already talked to you. Let the expert now close them for you. I don't close my people. I let someone else do it. I let Rob do it. I let Gene do it. I let the company, the leadership do it. If you start trying to close them, they're going to feel pushed, and they're going to, if you will learn to attract and quit trying to push, and if you'll learn to step back and pull and love and connect, amazing how they'll draw to you. It's amazing. But if you start pushing and selling and trying to get them to commit and asking them when they're going to join, how fast are they going to join? Did you watch this video? Isn't this awesome? Isn't this great? Isn't this fantastic? They don't care about all of that, all right? They want information. And so you connect them with someone else and get out of the way. That's the purpose of the three-way call. where are you sending people for the information? ExplodeYourCareer.com is a great website for videos. RealtorsGetFree.com is my webinar. They have to register for that webinar. Ninjas Get Free is Rob Flick's webinar. If you haven't heard Rob Flick's webinar, you should watch that tonight. Rob Flick is amazing, the best in the business by far. NinjasGetFree.com. You can send people to that webinar. Gene's video that's going around that he did is incredible. Brent Gove's webinar is awesome. Any of those are great exposures. All right, another secret sauce. Actually, this is the secret sauce. I lied all the times before. This is the #1 secret sauce I'm about to give you. Truly, if you want to build your business, this is the #1, the most important thing you have got to do every single week. And if you don't have one in your area, you've got to create one, and you got to start one. And this is what I'm looking for in other markets. You say, hey, Scott, how can I get you to my market? How can I get you to come here and work with me? How can I get you to come and work with my team? It starts with you committing to doing a weekly lunch and learn. It is the pixie dust. It is the magic. It is the reason our team exploded. It's the reason our team continues to grow around the country, is the people that show up every week to the lunch and learns are the ones that are growing. Now here's the key. What does growing mean? I've seen agents come for 6 months and not have any growth that you can see. But the growth is happening where? Right here. Right? Every time they come, they reconnect, they get excited again, they get frustrated, they make another commitment to go do it, and they start the process over that next week. So even if they don't bring a guest, they get re-engaged and they get excited. And I promise you, the people that are coming every week to those lunch and learns, I see it over and over and over again, where they're the ones that their business starts to grow. Some it happens immediately, and some people it takes longer. But those are the people who are growing. I don't know anyone that's growing a big business that's duplicating. And here's the key. If you're putting in a lot of personals and your team is not duplicating, the main reason they're not duplicating is because you're not going to the lunch and learns. So they're going, well, if you don't think it's important, it's not important for me, because you lead by example. And if you're not going, they're not going. And if they're not going, you're not duplicating. And you're never going to be insignificant to your team. Well, why would you want to be insignificant to your team? Well, I want to be insignificant to you guys because I want you to all grow without me. And when you're all growing without me, guess what? You don't need me anymore. And when you don't need me anymore, I'm financially free. And that's the beautiful thing about this model, is when you get enough people that are building and growing consistently, you can get financially free. And it doesn't take but about 3 to 5 leaders. 3 to 5 leaders on your team, 2 years of work, will make you financially free for the rest of your life. So what am I looking for in a leader? I'm looking for someone that has a wealth chart on their wall, someone that's set goals, someone that's doing the daily invites. They're inviting every single day, right? It's part of their business. It's part of their ritual. Whether it's 5 minutes a day or 3 hours a day, or you decide you want to recruit full time. If you commit to something, stick to it. Some of you, that went right over your head. If you commit to something, stick to it. If you're going to do it 30 minutes a day, do it 30 minutes every day, right? So I'm looking for the wealth chart. I'm looking for someone that does that every day. I'm looking for someone that comes to the lunch and learn every single week, rain or shine, guest or no guest, because you need the meeting and the meeting needs you. If we only show up when we have guests, what kind of message does that send to the rest of the people? That means you're a taker, but you're not a giver. When you're there giving, guess what? When you bring guests, others are going to give to your guests. It reciprocates. Help enough other people get what they want, and you'll get what you want, right? This model was built for that. Zig Ziglar, 101. Help enough people get what they want, and you'll get what you want. The other thing I'm looking for is someone that commits to going to 3 events a year. The shareholders event, if you don't have your tickets for Vegas, you should get those before the weekend. It's about to sell out, and that's coming up in April in Las Vegas. That's the National Shareholders Meeting. If you're brand new in this business, you need to be there. If you've been with the company 2 years, you need to be there. You want to be on the cutting edge of where we're going. You want to meet Glenn Sanford. You want to meet Jason Gessing. You want to rub shoulders with Pat Hayes and get to know what his secret sauce and what his magic is. I don't have to ask Pat if he's going to be there. I know he's going to be there, right? I know Pat has a wealth chart on his wall. I know he's making the phone calls every day. I know he's going to show up at the lunch and learn every single week. He's a leader. He's growing. He's building. And he's doing the basics every single week. And when you have 3 to 5 people that are doing that every single, doing that repetition of going to the lunch and learns, going to the major events, trying every day, you can be financially free in this model. It doesn't take a lot of people to be financially free. So last thing I want to share with you is onboarding. The company's almost onboarded 1,000 agents in the last month. 6,000 or 6,500 to 7,500. They're overwhelmed. This is not a perfect company. Look at me, please. This is a perfect platform. EXP, the model is perfect. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. I wouldn't change anything about it. But if you're looking for a perfect business, go buy McDonald's. They already got it all. Everything's already figured out. They know exactly how long the burger is going to be on there before it flips. Everything is down to a perfect science. EXP will be there. We're not there today. There are challenges with onboarding. So when you're onboarding an agent, you need to help them through the process. And we have hired someone that you can hire for $50 per person, and he's incredible at helping your agents through that process. It's well worth the $50 if you invest in that person, and he will set everything up for them, make sure they have access to everything in the back office, and he'll really spend some great time with them, getting them plugged in and off to a great start. If you want his information, matter of fact, we'll just post it on the Team Disruptors group page. Somebody remind me. His name is James Nelson. He lives in Houston. He's not an employee of EXP, all right? He works for me. But he will, for $50 per person, he will help you onboard your people, and he's awesome. He's absolutely incredible. So I'm going to leave you with this, and then we'll open it up to a few questions. Guys, I can't tell you what, I'm losing my voice, but it's been an amazing 2 years. It's been an absolutely amazing ride. And if you would have told me 2 years ago that I'd have over 1,300 agents on my team and be very close to $1 million a year residual income in 2 years, I would have said there's no way. I mean, I'm an incredibly optimistic person. I've built some incredible businesses, but I've never in my lifetime seen anything like this. Nothing even close. Nothing compares to it. Here's the crazy thing is people are quitting EXP today. People are leaving the model today. People leave our business. But if they really understood this model and they really knew what we were doing, there's no way they would leave, right? We are growing so fast that the communication is not getting through. People don't even understand how they get stock in the company now. You know, they don't understand the discount program. They don't understand that if they can take 5% of every transaction and get a 20% discount on a company that's going viral. The opportunity just for that, for your team, is unbelievable. You can change people's lives just with that one thing, right? So, you know, I implore all of you to just pour into your people, love them and help them, and, you know, pour into them, get them plugged in, get them to Las Vegas, get them to these trainings, get them to the lunch and learns, empower them to see it, because if they see it and they plug in, it's going to change their life in an unbelievable way. We're seeing it happen over and over again, and I'm so excited to be a part of this company. I'm so excited to see the growth that's happening, you know, to see this company go from, you know, 800 agents to 7,000, and now to watch it go from 7 to 20,000 this year. It's a crazy thing, right? And so disruption is happening, and it's happening radically fast, and you're right in the beginning of it. I'm telling you guys, this is the beginning. But don't let the ape walk across the screen and not see it. He's beating on his chest right now, and he's looking you in the eye, and he's going, here I am. Here it is. Why are you not taking action? Because you're never going to get a better opportunity than this. I'm going to go on record saying, I don't think there will ever be anything like this in our lifetime in the biggest industry in the world. Can you imagine when we open up Mexico? Can you imagine when we open up Asia and TomTron's 1,000 agents in the U.S. spreading all over Asia and all over South America and all over Europe? Because we're an app and we can open like that and just keep spreading the message every single day. God bless you all. So really quickly, what I want you to do is I want everybody to, in the chat message, chat how many leads you got in the last hour and a half. Let's see some numbers. 1, 4, 5, 2, 6, 5, 9, 4, 7, 5, 4, 5, 3, 2, 5, 10. Brent Waldron, way to go. 4, 6, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 1, 6, 3, 5, 8, 10. Wow. 6, 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 1, 7, 9, 4, 10, 5, 3. Guys, so if you're all in, are you going to call them tonight? Are you going to wait till tomorrow? You're going to pick up the phone and call them right now? Get them committed tonight to watching a video? You can call, if you got 10 leads, 3 minutes a lead, that's 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you can call all 10 of them. Somebody's going to watch that video tonight, and tomorrow you got somebody ready to go. And tomorrow, guess what? You can text that same message to another 10 or 20 people and have 1 to 10 leads again tomorrow. It's not hard, but you have to do the basics. All right, guys, I'm going to open up to questions. I'm going to stick around. We're done with the training. Thank you for coming aboard. This was recorded, so we'll put it on the page. But in the meantime, I'll stick around for another 10, 15 minutes for anybody who wants to open their mic up and ask questions.